Hey everybody, Super Vader 400 here, Mr. Super Vader 400 here, Douglas Blair Roberts, the brown skin human, coming back at you with another series of video rants. And this is my various rants. This is another various rants on pro-blacks, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, those type of things. Though Black Lives Matter, Me Too, feminist garbage, and multiple other stuff going on, multiple other current and past events. This is a new video intro. This is a new video intro since I've seen them misplace my other ones. I forgot to save and archive it for later. So instead of just going through, I didn't feel like going through my folders to find it. So I decided just to make a brand new intro. Since my dad's wife was here last time and is here this time, I was kind of silent in my previous defund the police rant, and my other Patricia Cullors, Black Lives Matter co-founder, being exposed rant. I was kind of silent. I was kind of speaking softly and silently. You couldn't be as loud, crazy as I want to be, because there are other people in this house right now, and I keep trying to remember to do it at night, but I'm always tired from everything I'm doing during the day. So here's another intro, and a much louder and a much better version. And this will be the intro for all future videos. So with that being said, you want to hear the rest of the. With that being said, let's get this party started right now. Let's show these groups. Let's show these groups and these people just what I'm made of.
Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for. Hey, trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. You simple curiosity, trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. Like a million faces, I've recognized them all.
It's time for the second part of my remade off-camera rant on my problems and issues with white people, with quote-unquote white people, white liberals. Now, like I've said in the past on my channel, you see nothing but rants on Afro-Americans. And the reason for that is because I consider them the worst of the worst. They're the worst everything. They're the worst activists, fake activists, to be fake activists. They're the fakest of the fake. They are the most hypocritical, the most double standard, the weakest. All they ever do is bully other brown people, but kiss up to certain white people when given the opportunity, when given the quote-unquote opportunity, when there's a chance to benefit from white supremacy, and speaking of benefiting from white supremacy, victimhood, always promoting victimhood, and the past generations
promote the victimhood and teach the younger generations, especially this generation, the current one, which I think is the best generation of brown people, to be losers, like the people from the previous generation were. Next, and so yeah, that's why I talk more about Afro Americans. They're the worst of everything. They're not even respectable. They're not even respectable. They're not even respectable criminals, and they're always coming here with victimhood, and always doing stuff they have no business doing. And one thing I respect about white people is that respectable Caucasians, move away from the trash. Do not associate and move away from the trash of their quote unquote race. That's why I don't talk much about white people, but I do have my issues with white people. What is worse than niggas and pro-blacks going crazy is these stupid white liberals who defend, protect, and allow them to get away with the crimes that they do, and allow and you white people who are supposed to be strong, let these fake tough wimpy Afro Americans feel guilty with their victimhood, and convince you to feel sorry for them so you can make reparations and utilize this. They either utilize the victimhood, or they use fear and intimidation, to obtain free stuff, and I'm getting sick of it. In Baltimore several years ago, in Los Angeles 20 plus years ago, and most recently George Floyd, you allowed these bastards, you people who control white country, who control America, who controlled and conquered America years ago, you allow a race you once controlled in brown people to tear up property, loot and steal from stores, and get away with it, and quote unquote get away with it. In no other country would brown people get away with something like this, man, unless it's a country controlled by them. In no other country. And I wish you, when it came to them committing regular crimes in your store, they do this because they know that they know most white people, no offense, but most white people are physically weak, unless they're some kind of boxer, combat sports athlete, martial artist, super athlete, and police and law enforcement officer, or any form of combatant or strong working class man. They're working class man or woman. They're quote unquote usually physically weak. They're easy to intimidate and easy to bully, and you let these weak Afro Americans bully and intimidate you into free stuff when it comes to them committing crimes. Instead of being aggressive, instead of committing crimes, you let them just come in and take stuff, instead of pulling out a weapon or getting your fisticuffs and beating the daylights out of them right there until they're unrecognizable, like the Asians do. There was a situation with the Asian guy years ago. There was a situation with an Asian beauty supply owner where a big roly-poly Afro-American woman came in and tried to steal several cosmetics and merchandise from the store. First, the Asian told her to return what she just stole. The Asian man told her to return what she stole. She refused. And claimed she didn't steal nothing. The Asian kicked her in the shin, then tackled her with the leg takedown. The Asian woman also their help. The Asian woman helped beat down the Afro-American woman, the roly-poly Afro-American woman who thought it was okay to steal, who thought it was okay to steal from the grocery, who's to steal from the beauty supply store. There was another situation with a weave woman who I think this woman is apparently is now dead from cancer. Don't care. Anyway, she tried to steal something from the store. She was causing trouble at the wig store, and the Asian guy gave her a powerful pie face to the face, and I want white people to be that aggressive with Afro-Americans. The one time I want you to be racist. The one time I want you to be offensive. Now you kiss up to Afro-Americans to stay on their good side or to get cool points in the Afro-American community, or you feel guilty, you're sympathetic and feel guilty for what they went through growing up, even though what they went through that has nothing to do with their current life. There's nothing to do with their current life now. And I'm just getting sick of stuff like that, and then I'm allowing you to get away with stuff. One thing I can't stand, and this is one of the reasons I'm always harder on Afro-Americans when they mess up than white people or any race now. It's now harder to be any other race. In America, it's now harder to be any other race when dealing with Afro-Americans. You say one terrible thing, you're demonized for life, or depending on your position, you're fired from your job, or just labeled for the rest of your life. They go out your way. Afro-Americans to this day go out your way to ruin your life just because you say something they don't agree with. Yet, and the double standard here is, Afro-Americans, they can say all sorts of racial, they can say all sorts of racist things, ethnicity jokes. They can promote black supremacy, black and brown people's supremacy, and they won't get demonized. They won't pretty much get anything. That's why I exist. I'll be the voice of the voiceless and the defenseless. And in this generation, in this quote unquote generation, Afro-Americans are more racist and just as racist as white people are. Get out of here with that. Afro-Americans can't be racist. Racism means the fear. This is another thing I hate. I hate that racism. I hate the fact that racism is even a problem. Racism means I hate you. Racism means, number one, hatred, fear. Yes, whenever a bunch of niggas come together, they always say, oh, there's nothing cool, there's nothing more exciting, there's nothing more powerful than a bunch of Afro-Americans coming together. No, that is never a good thing. A bunch of niggas getting together, something bad is going to happen. That is never a good thing. That's what we fear. Do we fear you personally? No. But we fear what you can do in groups. These tearing up properties, looting stores, breaking into people's houses, stuff you do. I know other races do it too, but yeah, it's usually you guys, the other races, the respectable people of other races at least move away from trash like this, from trash like this. So going back to racism means hatred, fear, and feel other races are superior. I don't think every man and woman is created equal. I don't think every race is created equal, and I do think every other race is better than Afro-Americans. In my opinion, white races of people all over the world and Asian people rule and run this world. Wherever you are and are the best and greatest races in the world, wherever they handle problems. White foreigners and Asians handle problems much better than we do. We Americans live in a much larger economy and have bigger and more money. But when it comes to honor, integrity, integrity, and perseverance, in my opinion, every other country, those white foreign countries like Canada, Europe, Australia, and of course the Asian-based countries are better than here. Are better than the Americans. Jackie Chan even said America is the most corrupt country on earth. And then the biggest proof of this is wherever there is brown people, wherever there is just brown people, it is the worst place in the world. I like Haitians, but Haiti, that is considered the most corrupt place in the world, and it is. Their president was recently assassinated. Yeah, wherever there's just brown people, it is a hellhole. It is a hellhole. So yeah, however, with Asian and white foreign countries, their societies for the most part aren't perfect, but their societies are for the most part near perfection. In America, in Asia, it's either South or North Korea. One of those are considered one of the worst places to live. America is considered a worser place. Places like Chicago, Detroit, Michigan, and Compton, California are considered worse places to live than South and North Korea. So yes, that's racism. Racism means hatred. Racism means hatred of another race, mistreatment. And yes, we have the right to mistreat. We have the right to mistreat you. We have the right to mistreat and hate you. In my opinion, white people have the right to mistreat and hate you, and should be able to say to you whatever they want. What they shouldn't be able to do, what they can't do is, one, try to fight or kill you because of your race, try to fight and kill you, or I guess, depending on the circumstance, can't keep you from a job because of your race. Your race, but in my race, that's actually prejudice. But racism, I hate that someone being racist is a problem. Racism means I hate, fear, and just don't like you. Racism, I hate, fear, just don't like you. I have to see you Afro-Americans more so, you Afro-Americans, you pro-black and niggas more so than the white people do. White people do, and I can't stand you, and I have to deal with you more than quote unquote white people do. And yeah, no one likes you. You're arrogant. When it comes to you Afro-Americans, you're loud, arrogant, unprofessional, immoral, weak, phony, and just fake. Everything terrible about the human race is you, especially our women, the worser group, the worser of the two. The worst of the two. But this is my issues with white people. I'm neutral towards Caucasians. I respect and admire them and acknowledge them as my superiors and bosses. When it comes to a job or anywhere, I like to be a regular employee taking orders, and I prefer a white man. I prefer a white man for the most part, of professional, fair white man to be above me than some stupid Afro American. Yeah, I'm a racist and a white and Asian supremacy, especially when it comes to sports and fighting. When I watch NFL football, I'm going to talk about Kaepernick another time. But when I watch NFL football, I like white, foreign, and Asian-based quarterbacks as the leader of the quarterbacks. And Afro-Americans, they can be in the other position, but I do not like Afro-American quarterbacks unless they're like Russell Wilson and Cam Newton, who can play at the level of a Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. The only time I give brown people more credit is in the boxing ring, cage, and basketball and other sports like soccer, hockey, rugby, and international-based football. But those are foreign brown people who I consider to be much better than their American counterparts. So this is my issues with white people. Like I said, I admire you. You're mentally strong, but you're physically weak, and I hate you for allowing. This is what I hate and don't like about you, for allowing the niggas and pro-blacks to lose their minds, run wild, and do whatever they want with no real form of consequence. Well, I talk longer than I want to, and as always, you have a problem with this video or what I said, feel free to come do something about it. I am the one you call when you need your ass kicked. Call Douglas Blair Roberts. Call the Super Vader 400. Call the brown skinned human. Your parents and forefathers didn't kick your ass. I will correct that wrong today, and I will beat your ass. Douglas Blair Roberts, the Super Vader 400, the brown skinned human, the ass kicking machine. I will kick your ass. From now on, save the false rage, the false outrage, save the false outrage, victimhood, and drama for someone who gives a damn. From now on, either put them up, or shut up. That goes out to all you white liberals who like to stand up and defend pro-blacks and niggas, and that goes out to all you arrogant pro-blacks who do nothing but bully and tear down other brown people and associate and excuse niggas, the worst of the brown people's race, the worst of the brown people's species, excuse and accept their crimes. Well, so as always, I'm finished for now. You don't want to hear the rest of this music? Turn the video off right now.
Like a million faces, I recognize them all, and one by one they all become a number as we fall. In the face of reason, I can't take no more. One by one they all become like my conduct. Is it me?